we knew we were going to have to defend Jefferson and Austin in the post and gather some too. How we were going to have to play them, how we were going to have to play, a guy like Heslop running off screens, and then how you have to be animated with the ball, be able to pass and catch, ball fakes, shot fakes, all those type of things that we work on. You've seen practice. We do them ad nauseum at times, but this is why. So you're in these type of situations, they feel very comfortable, and I think once we got a little rhythm and figured out how they were going to play. And I know the guys were coming to the bench talking about everything that they felt was wide open and where we need to continue to attack. And then it was a matter of knocking down some shots too. We had to finish at the rim, which I thought we did a decent job of. And then we were able to get them to condense a little bit and then go back on the perimeter with a couple threes. That's great.
Could I throw you one on Frank too?
Sure.
Can you describe a little bit his development and how he's improved from being a role player the last couple of years to what he's become this year?
Well, it's typically been the natural progression of guys in our program, and specifically big guys.
Yep.
He came out of, he was younger in high school. He played point guard at 6'2", and then he grew to that 6'7", 6'8" range. So he's been able to take those perimeter skills. Now he's added post skills to his game. He's added a demeanor this year of attacking people in the paint, which he didn't have in the past. He's more aggressive. He's more physical. He's more willing to get hit and hit people too. I mean, he's much more physical than he was 18 months ago. So that's the biggest thing. I mean, his game hasn't changed. He's always had those skills. It was a matter of him mentally taking the next step to being physically tougher, mentally tougher, and understanding how he can. Playing physical is a good thing, and in the first 2 years of his career, he floated a lot on the perimeter. It's natural for guys that are going through that type of development and are trying to figure out how to play as a post player to want to hang on the perimeter, and obviously he's very skilled there, shooting and passing and handling the ball. As you saw a couple of the plays he made from the top of the key, the shot fake and drive, and he's a tough matchup when he's playing well and when he's playing aggressive.
And then was there, when we watch you guys, we've seen it over the course of this season what Frank can do, but were there points in practice or even over the summer where you guys saw glimpses that this might be coming, this breakout season?
Well, I think it's been a steady progression. I mean, everybody points to the North Dakota game when
Sure.
he set the school record and those type of things. But, sometimes he's his own worst enemy, in terms of when Frank's been shut down, it's been because of Frank and how he hasn't played aggressively. Exactly. And he's sometimes can be a very harsh critic on himself and beat himself up mentally, and he's had to work through that and grow through that. And hopefully we got 3 more games in us yet this year, and then obviously set himself for a great senior year as well.
Last thing, how big was he tonight in the high post for what you guys did against that zone?
He was huge. All our 4s and 5s had to do a good job of, and that's the nice thing about this program is that we recruit guys that can pass and catch and play in different spots on the floor, and we don't pigeonhole guys into just being back to the basket players. And for these type of situations, you have to play inside, play outside, be able to pass it, play in the high post. And I think for that, for all those guys, Nigel did a very good job of attacking the basket at times too, but Frank was really aggressive going to the rim and did some very good things. And obviously Duye and Sam too playing in those positions, but that was key. I mean, we knew we had to touch it inside. We couldn't live playing around the perimeter and jack a bunch of threes. We had to go at them inside and be real physical with them and to set a tone early.
And nice reward for these guys getting Aaron Rodgers in here in the locker room afterwards.
Yeah, he was hanging out a little bit. So I know we were kind of split. Some are Bears fans, some are Vikings fans, some are Packers fans, but they were all smiling when they saw him. So.
Thanks very much.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Last week we were talking about Dewey, and a major contribution was taking a charge. Tonight, major minutes and some points and decent defense, I thought.
Yeah, he was. He's aggressive on the glass. He was had the great three-point play there in the start of the second half. Thought he rebounded and played physical, and had a tough matchup there with Jefferson at times too.
And in that first half, you talked about how you hit shots eventually, but I thought the thing that was impressive was you didn't force any shots from outside early, and because Frank got all those interior touches, I thought the game went from like you wanted inside to out.
Right. We knew we had to attack inside and go inside a lot, play inside out as much as possible, and we thought that we could do some damage inside, even just scoring right at the rim. So we were able to get things going early. Frank obviously set a tone for us, and we were able to tighten some things up defensively, and then obviously got shots to go down and able to stretch a lead.
All right, thank you.
You bet.